Experts and fans are speculating that Queen Elizabeth II has snubbed Prince Harry once again as she gave Kate Middleton his rugby patronages. The monarch apparently taught new lesson to Harry by honoring Kate for her steadfastness with the firm. The 95-year-old has honored the Duchess of Cambridge by gifting the role which previously held by her grandson Harry. The Duchess of Cambridge will go face-to-face with Prince William during the Six Nations, with the Duke of Cambridge being a key figure in the Welsh Rugby Union Federation. "We are truly honoured by the appointment of the Duchess of Cambridge as the Rugby Football League's royal patron," said Chief Executive of the Rugby Football League Ralph Rimmer. "We are delighted to welcome her as we prepare to host men's, women's, wheelchair and physical disability Rugby League World Cups in England this autumn. We look forward to working with the Duchess in the years to come, and I know all levels of our sport will welcome her to the Rugby League family." As rugby clubs have reopened across the country, players, officials, and volunteers are celebrating being back in the game together, and we know the support of the Duchess will be greatly valued from our grassroots clubs and fast-growing women and girls game, right up to our elite men's and women's England teams. Chief Executive of the Rugby Football Union Bill Sweeney added, "It is a great honour to welcome the Duchess of Cambridge as our patron." Besides, royal expert Neil Shawn told viewers that Prince Harry could send a draft of his memoirs to the Queen before it is published so Her Majesty knows what she has got coming when it is released. It comes as the Duke of Sussex is to publish an intimate memoir of his life in 2022, which he says will be accurate and wholly truthful and will share the definitive account of his experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons. Mr. Shawn told his show, "The problem is if he wants to cement a relationship with his family, then the kindest thing to do would be to submit a draft copy of his book. Perhaps even to our gracious Her Majesty the Queen, after all this is her big year." The royal expert argued that the Queen should be allowed a first look at Prince Harry's memoir so she can see what she has got coming with it. He added how a draft copy of the highly anticipated memoirs would play an important pre-warning role for the Queen of what Prince Harry could roll out in her Platinum Jubilee year, her 70th anniversary on the throne. Mr. Shawn stressed how is not suggesting that Prince Harry has been detrimental to the Queen in the memoirs, but did ponder how other members of the royal family may come out in the book. He suggested how publishers of the memoir will want some salacious news as part of the deal to get the books flying off the shelves, and so Harry has got to deliver, meaning other royal family members could be focused on in the book. But despite questioning whether the Queen will be allowed a look at a draft copy, Mr. Shawn warned how the Duke of Sussex's hands may be tied on the issue. The expert also noted that even if Prince Harry did want to issue a draft to his grandmother, it is unlikely the publishing house would allow such a thing to be viewed by anyone, even the Queen. The royal expert suggested, even if he wanted to submit a copy for approval or perhaps just to guide them through it and say this is what I have written so far, he won't be allowed, he will have signed a very, very tight agreement. Mr. Shawn added, and the book publisher would not allow it to go into the wrong hands to be leaked and more importantly, the potential to lose sales and maximum publicity. While Prince Charles, Camilla, Prince William and Catherine, amongst others, may wish to see exactly what Prince Harry has said or written about them in more detail, then truly, on this particular instance, his hands are tied. In an interview last year, Prince Harry said he is excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life. He has reportedly been working on the memoir for almost a year and it will address areas of his life which he wishes to readdress to the public. The Duke of Sussex will be teaming up with ghostwriter Junior Moringa to write the book and says proceeds will be donated to charity. The Prince added he is excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life.